There we go. Now they can hear me. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe they can't hear you either.
No, I think we were all muted.
Okay.
No, what happens is when I restart my laptop, doesn't work right. But what's going on, everybody? Let's do it again. Welcome to PCG Live.
Rewind.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite people, Van, Kyle. Andre's not here today, but again, like I said before, we like to welcome Albert back to the show. So Albert's on there with us. You guys hear him making
Woo.
noises in the background. So,
2 weeks
um,
in a row.
yeah, boy. So something I said that you guys didn't hear. Our main topic today is Mario Mount Rushmore. So we're gonna go through for our main topic all the things that are going on as our favorite games for Mario. All games Mario. So that means Mario Tennis, Mario Kart, anything that was Mario related is going to be considered on that list. Smash is not a Mario game, so that's not being counted as a Mario game.
Correct.
Sorry. Sorry. But that's our main topic. But before we get into our main topic, we have a bunch of other things that we always like to get into, like to get into news and stuff. But before we get into that, there's a few things I'd like to announce first. First, as everybody knows, because of this Corona, was it COVID-19?
COVID-19.
Make us sound smart. Um, PCG has had our doors closed since the beginning of March. So meanwhile, our doors are closed. That means we're not making any business, and while we're not making any business, we're not being able to raise funds to pay bills. So what we were asking is the community to come support and help out. We put together a GoFundMe page to help us pay those little bills that aren't being considerate of the situation.
Yeah.
So while we have the GoFundMe, we're just asking people to donate whatever, from $1 to whatever you want to donate after that. If you don't have any money to donate, we completely understand due to the situation. Only thing we ask is to continue to share. Please just share with your friends, family, everyone you know. Every little bit helps. So that would be fantastic. We're still not aware of when we're going to open. I heard the governor's supposed to make a live conference today to talk a little bit more about that. So we'll be hearing that. But you can check us out at gofundme.com/helppcg. So check
Yep.
us out there. Another announcement that just got announced today. Platinum City Gaming, along with One Up Games and Game Underground, is going to be working together to host a Fortnite tournament online. That's going to be May 1st. So all the contributions in that tournament is going to go to the venues to help us afford the bills or whatever. But we also want to get our gaming community and our gamers back together. I'm not a huge Fortnite guy, but this is a great opportunity that Brian and Jamie brought up and thought this would be an awesome way to work together. With me not being so awesome in that game, I decided to put my contributions into helping in other places. So, but it is a group effort, and our goal is to have as much fun as we possibly can with this tournament. The tournament is May 1st. It's $10.75 to sign up, and you can sign up on Smash GG. If you go to our Platinum City Gaming Twitter or Facebook page, you can find it on there. Also, make sure you check out One Up Games and Game Underground. So, if
Yes.
you're into Fortnite, check it out. If you're not into Fortnite, you're just looking to do something fun because you got nothing better to do in your goddamn house, please check it out. So,
Hmm.
but that's it. All I got to share for news right now, as far as the lounges. You guys playing anything different? You guys still playing the same stuff?
Same shit.
Same shit?
Yeah, I'm still playing the same stuff. I mean, I'm gonna get ready to. And I'm dabbling. I'm gonna get ready to start dabbling into the game Dreams.
So,
Ah.
so let me talk a little bit about that real quick. I remember when they announced that in E3, and I was so pumped for that game. And it just took so long, and then I found out that they had a not a demo, it was like a paid pre-release of that game, and they were actually putting that game in the school. So there were programs that they were doing that with, and so I started watching videos of some of the things that people had created, and it's absolutely insane. So I'm gonna look into trying to incorporate that into PCG because I absolutely love the idea of what that is. It's just a lot of work, you know what I mean? So I couldn't do it for something for fun. It would have to be something like, hey, I'm gonna spend a lot of time doing it.
Right.
So
It's an interesting
Yeah,
game.
that's one of the things that I read up on.
yeah. So you're
I mean,
looking to get into
you know
that, huh?
what? What year was it that they announced it? Wasn't it like 20? Oh gosh, was it 2016 or before that?
I was gonna say it's around 2016.
I was say it was a while ago. Yeah.
So I mean, I've just been playing that. I got the itch and started playing NBA 2K20 again, and
Oh, God bless your soul, man.
we have our moments. You know, the game's a little tricky, but I mean, I just only way to learn is to get better.
I can't get back into basketball video games anymore, man. It's NFL, not even NFL. I can't even do NFL anymore. When Megatron is down in the field wide open, nobody covering him, and they throw him the ball and he drops it, that's good enough for me to no longer play. Megatron don't drop the ball when he's covered, let alone wide open. So I can't do that. NBA, it's ever since NBA Live fell off, I fell off the whole NBA thing. FIFA and NHL are my two favorite.
Yeah, those are two that I don't really dabble with. But I mean, NHL, I do remember. I mean, geez, the last time I played an NHL game was a PlayStation 3.
Oh,
But
geez.
yeah, but it was probably the most entertaining like hockey demo that I've ever played.
Yep.
And when it's in the moment, you just when you're a sports guy, it doesn't matter what sport you play. It just you get caught up in the moment, and it's just something you do not forget.
I love NHL games, man. NHL video games are so dope. NHL and FIFA, man. Boxing too, man. I really like to get a good boxing game back into it.
Oh, that'd be nice. A new
Yeah,
boxing
no,
game would be sick.
Knockout Kings 2000. Oh my God, the haymakers. The haymakers
yeah,
in that game.
the soundtrack was not bad at all either.
Oh yeah, soundtrack was fire, man. Knockout Kings, man. They really need to bring it back. You hear that, EA? Bring back Knockout Kings, please,
Knockout Kings
please.
2020.
Oh man, we need it. We need it. So, um, I'm still in Final Fantasy. I took a couple days off though. I haven't been playing for a couple days, because I put a lot of time into it. So I took a couple days, but I'm at the part that I've been talking about since the beginning. Actually, I just passed it. So remember when they first showed the game? And one of the
Yeah.
things that I said was, I really hope they had this one scene in there. And then they showed it a little bit in the trailer, and I was a little upset because they showed it because I was like, I would have loved to just experience that. But they didn't show the whole thing. I loved it. It was exactly. They added a lot of things and they took a few small things out of it, but nothing to be like, oh man, this has changed. Like I absolutely loved it. It was Wall Market, and anyone that's ever played Final Fantasy is familiar with Wall Market. It was awesome. It was awesome. I agree. The more I'm playing the game, the more I'm enjoying it.
Which I'm not surprised that you are fully enjoying this. I knew you would. That's why I was like, we were kind of desperate, me and Andre, for you to play it at PAX.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is definitely my favorite. I don't want to say it's my favorite game of all time yet because I haven't beat it, but it's there. It's definitely there. Once I beat it, I'm gonna say this is my favorite game of all time.
Oof,
Yeah,
oof.
yeah, yeah.
That's a large statement.
So speaking of that,
Yes.
when do has there been any news about the release for the next installment?
I think that's gonna be at like a conference. I think that you're gonna see that at a conference. There's no rumors of it or anything yet. I believe that will probably be whenever they announce like PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Cause you figure with all the time that they've put into this first game, they've definitely put time into the second game.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, Something else in the meantime, while I'm putting Final Fantasy on hold, I've been playing a lot of, and that is on this bad boy. Do you know what it is?
Gee, I wonder what it could be. Probably the same game I've been playing.
You know why? You know because you keep seeing me on
Correct.
Animal Crossing, man. So now I'm getting I'm getting a lot further. So now I finished building the 3 houses so that way I can have people come to my island and
Yep.
stay on my island. I just put everything in, so I got to turn that bad boy on today because it should be built. I built my first bridge. I got my ladder so I can go up the places. I'm doing things. I buried my first 10,000 coins so that way I get my
Nice.
money tree. I'm working on a garden. I'm starting to
Can,
work on my house a little bit.
Hmm.
can I share a tip?
Sure.
I learned this from my cousin's girlfriend of all people, where she I went over to her island today,
Hmm.
and she was missing 3 sets of fruit, so they started talking about the money tree. But apparently, I guess you can bury up to 99,000.
So
Is
that's
that
not
true?
so. All right. So the rumor is when you bury up, you have up to 10,000. So if you bury up to 10,000, you'll guarantee 10,000 back.
Correct.
Anything above the 10,000 is supposed to be a crapshoot. So now
Yeah.
mysteriously, supposedly someone buried 99,999, and they got that. But supposedly not many other people got that before. Like everyone else saying that's not true. So it's a
Okay.
myth.
So
Oh, okay.
I actually, well, not me personally, but I have seen firsthand experience of it actually happening
Hmm.
because our boy Dwoley buried 99,000, went to his tree and got 99,000. Luckily,
Oh wow, wow.
yep.
That's pretty
I
cool.
watched it. I was like, this lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Because
So
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 it's chance.
yeah, yeah. So
It's
supposedly
chance.
anything over 10,000, you don't know what you're gonna get. It depends on what the tree spits out.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
yeah.
That at that point, it's all based on chance. You might get it, you might not.
darn
Like I
tree.
tried, I tried it once and I didn't get it, so I was like, I'm not doing that again.
I don't blame you.
So
Damn.
yeah, it's all risk.
All right. No reward. Forget that. But they did. What was it? They started a new. What was it? Like an Earth Day type of thing now.
There's a bunch. They're adding a bunch of holidays. When did that drop? That dropped yesterday.
That dropped, yeah, late yesterday.
Yeah, I was
Which
gonna say it was
we'll
late
get
late last
into
week.
it. Yeah, we'll get into it later on in the shoe.
Okay. Oh, yep, yep. You
That's
got
one
your
of our
number right now.
topics.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So, um, oh, huge announcement. Xbox announced that they are coming out with an Xbox XXL. So we're all excited for that.
Oh my god! Yes, it's 400 times the size of a regular Xbox Series X, and it's got a shitload in Microsoft code, shitload of power in it, or something like that.
A shitload of USB ports.
Shitload of USB ports, a shitload of HDMI ports. It's the
Yeah.
new wave. Everybody's gonna purchase it. It's at the low price of 99999.
No, they didn't say a price.
I'm saying the price.
Oh.
I just shooting blanks at this point with that price.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so a little fun joke that IGN dropped about a new Xbox XXL, and I instantly sent it into our group chat saying, "Please tell me this isn't real."
Yeah, after I watched it, I went, yeah, this is fake. It's like they're not gonna say shit ton of HDMI ports.
Dude, like I said to you earlier, man, anything is possible. Like I have no
Yeah, I would
doubt.
say, but like, why would you need that many HDMI ports on one system?
Dude,
There were like 10 of them.
this is Xbox. Like who knows what they would do and why they would do it. They don't need any explanation for anything they do
You know what's
ever.
funny? You know what's funny? Phil Spencer probably saw that and he's like, maybe. Oh, jeez.
I would love it. I would love it.
Oh my
That's
god, if that
hilarious.
actually happened, I'd be like, oh my god.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Um, Real quick, I just
Yeah.
want to drop this one thing.
Mhm.
Um, I'm wearing my Patriots hat, and I continue to stay a Patriots fan no matter how many teammates that we lose to the Buccaneers.
The Tampa Bay Pats.
No matter how many. This is the Lions of last year all over again. When the Lions were
Right?
getting all the Patriots players, now the Buccaneers. But the Buccaneers are going after a lot better players.
Right. Yeah, no kidding.
You should see all the memes.
I know it's crazy. So just real quick, that I know we don't talk about sports really on here. Sometimes we do, but just one thing on if you haven't heard, Gronkowski is coming out of retirement, and he got traded to the Buccaneers. If you ask me, that is the best deal the Patriots could ever do. First of all, if Gronk was coming back, Gronk was never coming back and playing with the Patriots.
No. Yeah.
Maybe if Tom Brady was still here, but with him not being here, 100% no. Um,
No.
no matter what, him coming back, he is not going to be the Gronkowski that we've seen, not even the last year, the year before that, because the last year he wasn't even the same Gronk. Even the year before that, he wasn't the same Gronk. But what people need to understand about Gronk is him just being in the line makes a big difference. He's a tremendous run blocker, and that's
Yeah.
where he'll really make the difference. He may not be the tight end catch guy that you used to know, but blocking wise, he's gonna be fantastic. Hopefully, still now if he's still in that shape. I don't even know. A year off, man, that's rough. Especially when it comes to football and being in the shape that Gronk is, like he has a lot of back problems. I'm not I want to
Yeah.
make it very clear. I'm not shitting on him because he's no longer a Patriot. That's not what I'm doing. This is the same thing I've always said about Gronk. Um, just the thing that I loved the most about him was his blocking. As soon as we lost him, I said the game that's going to affect us the most is now it takes that extra defender off him. You always had two defenders on him, no matter what, whether
Yep.
he was going to come out or not, because you never knew what he was going to do. Because as soon as you did something that not cover him, that's when he exposed you. So he's going to make a big difference just being on the field for them.
Right.
So good for them. But it works for the Patriots. Like this is everything in this scenario is win-win for Patriots. I hate moving on from Brady. I'd rather him retire because you'd rather him just retire when the team he started. He's not
Right.
ready to retire. It's better for him because then he gets to play the way he wants to. It's better for the Patriots because now we can move on a little bit sooner. And there's no better year because this year we have the tied for the most draft picks, and next year we have the most draft picks. So the Patriots in a really good position. And then next year our cap opens up to over 100 million. So
Mm.
um, it's a win-win for both teams. I'm happy for Brady. It sucks to see him go, but I'm happy for whatever he does. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on the Buccaneers. I watch football in general, but I will be seeing what they can do. Not having Gronk come back here for us to get a was it a first round or was it a fourth round?
I think it was a fourth rounder.
To
It
get
was a fourth rounder.
any rounder for a retired player, I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day.
Well, financially speaking, they were already they couldn't afford him into next year anyway. So it
Hmm.
was but yeah, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, but it worked out, and I as soon as I seen it, it was just one of those and just giggle. It was just one of those giggle things, you know what I mean? So, but um, Buccaneers packing up. Let's see how well it does for them.
I'm sure Vince
Exactly.
McMahon was crapping his pants too after he heard that because he's like, I just signed this guy to a contract
A
here.
1 year contract.
Yeah.
I'm
So
waiting
So
to
so
yeah.
now he's not a so he just signed with WWE and now he's like, yeah, I'm going back to football.
I'm sure there's going to be some kind of lawsuit. You'll see a lawsuit.
We'll see.
Well, did you? Well, they said that he might have to defend his title while working.
So
So
he's going to lose that way before football season. He'll lose that way before football season.
I forgot he was the 24/7
Yeah,
champion.
he's gonna lose that before football season. There's not even gonna be a question.
Oh,
Nope.
absolutely. It's the goofiest title
Yeah,
ever. So
yeah. People don't hold on to this for very long. I remember when it started, when it was the first time they had that.
The hardcore title, if anything.
oh my god. That's backdating 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Oofa.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Phew.
All right, boys. You ready to get in some game topics?
Let's go.
Let's do it. GTA 6 reportedly early in development may launch a smaller and expand with regular updates. According to Games Radar, GTA 6 is reportedly in the early stages of development, and compared to recent entries in the series, it may wind up being more of a live service title like GTA Online. A new report from Kotaku, which follows up on its investigation into a culture of crunch described by many Rockstar employees, also discusses the studio's plans for the future. In particular, it notes that Rockstar's management has outlined a plan for the next GTA. It's worth noting that Kotaku reported never refers to it as GTA 6, just as a new entry for the Grand Theft Auto series. For clarity, we'll continue to refer to it as GTA 6. So, I think this is a very obvious move for GTA for the
Yep.
next one because GTA 5 online did so well. GTA, I think still to this day, I remember a couple months ago I checked. was still the number one online game. Number one. Like,
Yeah.
not Fortnite, not Call of Duty,
Nope.
but GTA, which is the oldest game probably on our consoles right now. So, I mean, that's incredible. So they're obviously doing it right, and streamers have been doing this huge thing with it, this role playing with it. That's mind blowing to me that this is a thing, and that's becoming like one of the biggest streaming events on all the social, not social media, but on the streaming
On
platforms.
streaming platforms.
So, I think GTA is going in the right direction. It's just it's very strenuous
Yeah.
on the team because this is now something they have to keep up with. So it's not like they drop a game and then okay, we got to work on some updates for it every now and then. This is something that now we have servers that are always on, and always doing something. So therefore, it could be it's going to be a monthly subscription. What do you guys think? Where do you think they're going to head into this?
This is going to be exactly like a Fortnite type situation where it's
Mm.
like you constantly have to stay on top of it, update everything
Mhm,
to
mhm,
this game.
mhm,
And the main and you said it, man. GTA RP is for the main reason why it's still number one on online.
mhm.
That thing is so huge right now.
Yeah.
I have friends who do it and are very popular in that community
Mhm,
for doing it.
mhm.
It's nuts. And the
Yeah.
things, the characters they develop, the things that they do, it's crazy and it's very addictive to watch. So, I mean, I've watched it a few times, it's been notoriously known that I'm not a GTA fan in general, but I can respect what those people are doing online as far as GTRP goes. And Rockstar even recently just had an update for it. Another update for GTA Online.
Mm.
It's been crazy. It's lasted for what? Almost what? We're closing on a decade, right?
Yeah, yeah, and it's a shame
So,
too. It just sucks because like I've always been a huge GTA fan, and since literally the very first one since PlayStation,
yeah.
and like the top-down view one, and I fell off around San Andreas, and I got back into it a little bit with four. And the story really didn't catch me all that well, so I fell out of it. And then five, I didn't get into at all. And I played the first mission just to see how I felt with it, to see if I would fall back in love with it, and just where I'm at in my life right now, it's very tough to get into it, but uh, it's hitting something. Like everyone loves it. It's that it finally found that niche in the open world community that people are just in love with.
Yes. Yeah. People are fully enjoying it and stuff. So many views from people with different streamers doing it. And just the missions that you can do on GTA Online have been super popular as well. So they're hitting their stride right now when it comes to GTA Online. So it doesn't surprise me that they're gonna move. I don't know if there's gonna be a full game. Like we're still in the early stages. There could still be an actual full game. But I agree. I wouldn't be surprised if they went in this direction of, keeping it online missions, this, that, and the other thing. And then, the GTA RPers are gonna progress to GTA 6 as we're calling it right now,
Yeah.
and then just evolve from that. So
I mean, it appears to be a no-brainer, no? Wouldn't you think that? Like, this is the way to go. I mean, look at how successful the online is. It's just like, it makes
yeah,
sense to, okay, we need to develop a game that's strictly online with the missions and stuff. And I, I'm very curious on where they're going to go with that. I mean, like, eh, before GTA became online, I've always wanted something GTA-ish online. And my
right.
go-to, and we've talked about it, I've talked about it a lot on the show, is ATB. When they first announced ATV, I was super excited, and I was like probably the only person that was on the server that bought it, and it was such a bad game. Like the intentions of it was great. Like the customization was phenomenal. That was the best part about that game was the customization. Just the missions were really bad, and the game was wicked glitchy. And then they end up making it free to play. Years later, they brought it back free to play, and it's still free to play now. It's worse now than it was back then, but they had the right idea. They had the right idea, and I'm like, if
Right.
GTA could get to this, then it would be fantastic. You know what I want? You know what I want?
Mhm.
I want a Saints Row online. Give me Saints Row online. I
Oh
want a
That'd be
Saints
God.
Row.
crazy.
I want Saints Row for online. That's what I want. Give it to me.
Can you imagine Saints Row RP?
Oh, I want that, man.
That'd be
Come on.
crazy.
Oh, true.
But
I
that's what
mean,
I'm
That'd be
saying.
insane.
Because like I
I can
know.
I can tell you like in no, what were you saying, man?
No, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say in regards to GTA 6, if they switch it online, I feel like they have a lot of games that you pay already. And I mean, I just look at like Final Fantasy 14.
Hmm.
Final Fantasy 14 still has a very I mean, it still has a very strong base, and
I
they've
still
released
I
what
play.
3 or 4 different expansions, and the convenience is like, it's 15 a month, but then they give you can buy a 6 month path, a
Hmm.
year's path, so pass. So I feel like GTA has so many options with games that they can already base like the pricing on, or the model. They can probably still deliver a stellar story if they
I
still.
I love the game. Like I haven't played it, so I used to play it a lot when it first came out. I played for PlayStation 3, and when they
Oh
transferred
yeah,
over to
I actually
PlayStation
still
4,
have it. It's funny you say that,
yeah,
because I
like
still have it.
I hated 11. I actually fell asleep twice in a raid on 11. 11 was just so
Oh,
boring to me, and so when they came out with 14, I tried the beta and I fell in love with it, so I bought it immediately. And I used to play with my friend Chris, and when it went up to PlayStation 4, and they said that that was because they had it available on the launch of PlayStation 4. So I downloaded it immediately and signed into it, and that was my first game I used to play all the time with PlayStation 4. And doing that, like I fell in love with it, and then after a while I had no one to play with, and then I cut myself off. So within the past few months I just signed up again, and I was grinding it out, and like I love it. Like to see them come out with all the passes, that's one of those games that have a great team behind it, and they stay loyal to their fans.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And then, GTA, getting back to GTA, like GTA is freaking, they're going in the right direction with the online stuff. I mean, like we said before, it's massively huge.
Hmm.
Now, just online in general
Hmm.
is massively huge.
Hmm.
It's been the wave of the future for years and years now.
I mean, like it's not hard to do it. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
Fallout,
correct.
Fallout could have done it. I don't know where they dropped the ball on doing it.
Well,
Online's the way to do it because you figure, right? Why not start with online and then make it available for people to play solo, opposed to doing solo and then later making online? Like it's as backwards that everyone's been doing it for so long. So it's like at one point in time, when is someone going to go out and say, hey, we're going to start with online and then move it back? And that's kind of where we're going. We're not asking God of War to be online. We're not asking for Final Fantasy 7 to be online. Like we're asking for the games that are really designed for that type of thing. And I would have never thought at first Grand Theft Auto until I got a little bit older. And I was like, this makes more sense as you make it more big. Like, imagine all these people were actual people, and like it'd be total chaos, but it'd be a fun time. And I think they're heading in the right. I think they're heading in the right direction. This is going to be a massive project. If they can hit this right, it's going to be a massive project.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I
And then
agree. I agree 100%.
last thing I'll just say is when we were talking about Fallout, is like, they tried something with Fallout 76 and they tried to go something like a Borderlands type situation, and it just didn't work. It was just poorly made.
But I
Like
think they could have though. Like I just think they dropped the ball.
they
Like
could have, but
yeah.
something happened in the development cycle where it just crapped the bed.
So
And it's
one
just
thing,
horrible.
one thing I can definitely say that didn't help was immediately fans weren't supportive about it. There were
True.
already people that were shitting about the idea before they even came out with it, and that's always a bad thing. So that could be A, yeah, some of the fans' fault, but B, also the company's fault because you're not promoting it right. If your fans are not happy about a game by just seeing it, then your PR is not correct. Your PR needs to be on point. A game like Watch Dogs that turned out to be an awful fucking game. Their PR was so good it made you believe that the game was going to be fantastic until
Yes.
you play it. That's what you need. That's the type of PR you need. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it just sucked. It's not like people were going to that game anticipating it to be amazing and it failed. People were already anticipating that game to be bad, and it turned out to be one of those "I told you so"s. We talked about that on the show on how it ended up being one of those "I told you so"s.
Yes, absolutely. PR. Listen, we've said it numerous times. We've had several different examples of this.
Mm-hmm.
PR makes or breaks anything.
Yep. Yep.
For example, Wii U and Switch.
Yep. Yep.
That's all I gotta say.
Yep. There's a big difference.
Huge difference in PR at that point. So
Xbox One.
Xbox One, TV,
they
TV, 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 TV.
they
No,
they
no, 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 no.
they still haven't recovered from that. Still haven't recovered from that. How does that
Well, I don't.
happen?
I think it's. I don't even think it's just the TV, TV, TV part. I think it's just over since the inception of the Xbox One. It's just been one bad decision after another.
But that's what I'm saying. Not so much the TV. I'm just saying they haven't recovered since that. Like it just seems like
Right,
they can never do anything right, and that
right.
sucks. I hate to be the guy that seems like I'm always throwing punches at Microsoft because there's a lot of episodes that we do where I'm trying to defend them. But it's just like
Yeah, but they bring it on themselves.
yeah, they just keep doing they keep doing it, and
Right.
I don't know, but yeah. So Grand Theft Auto 6 could be possibly just called Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, it could just be like GTA Online 2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of Xbox,
Hold on. I'm gonna do it.
Segway. There's my segue. Um, an update for Xbox Game Pass. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to Game Pass. However, also speaking of Grand Theft Auto, GTA 5 is leaving.
That sucks. That sucks.
Well, I
That
mean,
sucks.
That's massive.
Yeah, that sucks.
Let's put it this way. I mean, Red Dead.
Don't even ask the question. Don't even ask the question.
Brand new game. It's literally what, 2 years old now,
But
almost.
I'd rather have
Year and a
Grand Theft
half
Auto
old.
5. I'd rather have Grand Theft Auto 5.
You'd rather have Grand Theft Auto 5.
Absolutely.
I'd rather have Grand Theft Auto 5 than Red Dead. Red Dead did not live up to the expectation that it should have been. Not saying that it's a bad game. It just didn't live up to the hype.
It just fell off.
Yeah, it
It
didn't
just
live up
fell
to the
off
hype.
completely, like a freaking Kingdom Hearts 3. Literally, just it came out and it fell off immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I remember with Red Dead 2, we were talking about playing multiplayer because the original Red Dead multiplayer was so much fun, and
Yeah,
it was just one of those things. And I mean, same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. I was probably looking forward to that game more than anybody that I know, and I played it, and it just the feel was just not there. So I mean, it's kind. I mean, you know what? It's still not a bad thing. I mean, it's not a bad trade-off. Most people probably have GTA 5, but
It's definitely a good trade-off. It's definitely a good trade-off.
yeah.
you know, Red Dead in itself, it's great. It's
Mhm.
just that it's a pace. You know, people tell me it's just a paced game.
Yep. Like I said, if I had a choice, I'd rather Grand Theft Auto 5. But as a business decision, it definitely makes more sense. We were just talking about how old Grand Theft Auto 5 is. But just the problem is, it is the number one popular game on online. How do you take your most popular game and take that off there? I'm not saying I think people are gonna cancel their Game Pass subscription because of it, but reality is that's
I guess Xbox is hoping that some people just still buy it in general, which at this point, I mean, I guess you could, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Not on Xbox.
Mhm.
More likely that's happening on PC.
Yeah, man, I love my Wi-Fi right now. I forgot that I'm streaming on Wi-Fi again, and no frames dropped. I love it.
Ooh.
I love it. I love it. Um, yeah. So I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I think that's pretty big for Game Pass subscribers to get that Red Dead 2. So, what up, Andre? By the way,
There was a give and take. Where the hell's Andre?
he's in Facebook.
Oh, he is on Facebook? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, he is on Facebook. Oh, there he is.
Yep. Go ahead, Kyle. You can do this one.
Oh, geez. All right. So, after that, Nintendo has made quite some noise last couple days. So, we're going to start off with the white hot game at the current moment known as Animal Crossing. And their recent update. So, Animal Crossing Update 1.2.0 patch notes live now. So look out for Red and Leaf.
What's
Uh,
red and leaf?
So Red is a captain on a ship that will sell you treasure, aka art,
Okay.
to you. So you can go purchase art from
Mhm.
him.
Mhm.
And Leaf is a brand new garden vendor
Okay.
that will sell you plants like bushes. Let's put it like azalea bushes, and several like shrubs like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
So those are pretty much the two big ones. As the article says, new Animal Crossing New Horizons update, which brings the game up to version 1.2, is live now. It's a big one. Expands it also expands the museum. So now, when you
Oh,
purchase
that's right. You are
those,
getting a bigger museum. Yep.
right, when you purchase those, getting distracted. Sorry, purchase those art pieces, they can go into the museum, and now they're displayed. So that is big. That's apparently an old thing that was brought back from previous Animal Crossing games that I didn't know about because I'm an Animal Crossing noob. This is my first one that I've dove into.
Same here.
I played the cell phone version. I was quite disappointed after several weeks. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I understand that. I can totally understand that. Like even the GameCube version, I just back then I couldn't do it because like my brain with younger Kyle was like, nope, I need fast pace, adrenaline, everything, like that. But like like I said before on the show, as I've gotten older, I was like, I need that wind down game, and this was the perfect wind down game. Still stresses me out because I did something stupid in the game earlier today.
Hmm.
So
You chop the tree down.
no, my turnips spoiled.
So I didn't know until like last week that they sell turnips on Sundays.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, and I'm learning that turnips have the pricing like the stock market.
I told you that before.
I forgot.
I was like, wait a minute, I told you that before.
You know,
Listen,
if you have no problem collecting the Nook dollars, dude, you sell one of those tickets, those flying tickets, and you get like 10 grand for that.
oh okay, because
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
nothing annoys me more about that game than Tom Crook.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean that's everybody. Nobody likes Tom Nook.
What's going on, Andre? Andre is in the chat. He's not in the chat. He's actually here. What up, Andre?
What's up, bro?
Oh, there
What's
he is.
up? What's up, brother?
I'm gonna start off by saying, Vin, you are crazy with
Oh.
that whole GTA over Red Dead, bro.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
I get what you're saying because Red Dead was a failure of a game at launch, but it's picked up so much, and GTA is about to fade out because 6 is coming out, and Red Dead got a long way to go, bro.
It won't fade out until that game comes out. It won't fade out till that game comes out. And then
Right.
if it comes out for PlayStation 5, which only makes sense, it definitely won't kick up right away. I think GTA would be dumb if they made it a console release, because of the fact the numbers are going to be so low. But I can't say that because look at GTA 5.
Yeah, I
So
mean, like I said, me personally, I would rather play Red Dead than GTA, but that's just because I can't. I put Saints Row over both of them personally, but I
I was
rather.
you just saved yourself. I was going to say that's because you have bad taste, but then you said Saints
See, you
Row. I'll give
know.
that to you.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What
I'd
about
rather do
that
Red Dead
remake,
though.
man? We need to get that remake.
Huh?
We need to
Yeah,
get
you gotta
that
get that Saints
remake.
Row remake.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm definitely gonna get it.
We need that in our life. Now that I've
But I just
seen
wanted
it.
to say that. I wanted to say that because my grandmother, she's knocked on the back seat right now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying,
Probably
so
looking at you
I'm
like you're
like,
crazy.
yeah, because with her being on while I'm talking, she talks every 2 seconds and she's real loud. So I'm like, while she's sleeping, I'm in traffic out here. I'd rather join the conversation. So I came in right when you guys were talking about the Game Pass situation.
Oh yeah.
Nice,
So
nice, nice.
so you're for it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I wish they didn't get rid of GTA, but I mean, if you already have it installed, then it's yours anyway. So just go download it real quick, and then you have it.
Really?
Yeah, it isn't like when you install it and then it goes off of the service. You don't have it. You got to install it before it goes away. Then you
I
have
didn't
that
know.
game.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, good stuff.
So anyway, back to Animal Crossing. Let's see. So the update also will once you get the update, Tom Nook will send you something, even though we just called him Crook, which is a bell bag rug. And then Nintendo sends you a world map that you can hang on your wall in the house.
Can I
So
just
two little nice
can I
sticky ears.
can I just express how much? Hold on. Like I'm watching the video, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, there's small stupid things that frustrate me in the game.
Explain.
Like one of the things is no one finds it funny that Mr. Nook just ups the price of so many fucking things. Like to
Oh,
build an
well.
expansion to your house costs more than the house itself,
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Yeah.
right?
All
Tom
right.
Cook.
So I just finally decided I'm gonna put my basement in, and he was like, "All right, here's the final one, 2.498 million bells." I'm like,
No, you're kidding.
"No, I'm not joking.
You're kidding. Wait.
Two
Say that.
point 2.498 million bells."
This dude wants you in debt forever in this game. Do
Oh
you
God,
know
yeah.
how much?
And that's
So
why the game pisses me off. And that's why stuff like that, you slave away for these little things. And I dropped the game for 6 days. Literally. Small things like that.
dude, like I'm taking people from other islands so I can sell them to Tom Nook. I'm trying to make as much money as I possibly can. Like
Right.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start like sex trafficking soon in the game, so that way,
You have no choice.
like,
They might as well incorporate the ability to try to take over someone else's island and just start wars. Like,
it
That'd
makes
be
you wanna,
fire.
like, they should add drug
That'd be fire.
dealing into this game so that way you can become like a drug dealer, because like that's the only way you can make the money.
Well, that's why. Listen, that's why there's literally a website where people put their turnip prices online. You can go to their islands with a code and sell their turnips. I mean, they'll ask for something in return, but you can go to their islands and sell all your turnips.
Why is
So in other words, wait. So in other words, yes, we are committing insider trading in Animal Crossing.
you know
why?
what I'm gonna do there? You know what I'm gonna do? They want me to give them something. I'm just gonna put a post on their bulletin board. You're welcome.
Yeah, they said if you go to the island, like some people like are requesting, like I don't know if requesting, but like they say you have to drop like 99,000
Yeah, good
like
luck.
bells. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, but I'm not doing that shit. I will not commit insider trading like a few of my other friends have.
You should at this point, because
At this point,
that's crazy.
yeah. Dude, like the expansion of my house, like I thought they were gonna add a whole part to my house. So like I moved my pool, I took out a couple trees, right? And then I go and pay for the expansion. I paid a hundred. I didn't pay it yet because I'm still paying this dude. I'm paying like
Yeah.
$198,000 for an expansion that they only expanded my house like 2 squares. And
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, what
Oh,
happened to the expansion? I go in the house, like I look at my house and I'm like, okay, I don't see anything change on the outside. So maybe it's on the inside. I go on the inside. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm in
Yep.
debt to this dude $198,000 for the
And
expansion of my house.
it only gets worse.
Yeah,
It gets much worse. I'm on the last one. Let's put it that way.
How many
that's-
rooms do you have?
There's the main room, then the back room, the two rooms on the left and the right, and then there's upstairs. And now I just built my basement.
Jesus. Give yourself a break from that game, man.
yeah. You're
Whoa! Wait!
you're clearly playing
Whoa,
way too much of that
wait.
game.
Oh, wait, I'm playing too much. Okay, let me explain something to you. Okay,
Should be playing
so
Pokemon.
I will admit. Shut up, Andre. I heard that.
Man, you got your Switch in hand?
I do.
Can you look up how many hours Dr.
150 hours. I'll say.
Wee!
Jesus Cristo. What is
All right, wait. Whoa, wait. Let me explain something. Okay, I have 150 hours, right? Our friend Wooly.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna compare it to somebody else, but we're talking about him.
Absolutely, I am. Our friend
Just-
Wooly, that has
Just
been
like
on
an
the-
addict would do.
You know how many hours he has right now?
How many hours?
Doubled mine. He has over 300 hours. in the game, and I know people who have more than him.
So let me ask you a
But
question.
guess who's the only one who has the basement? You.
Actually, no, it's being currently built right now.
let me ask you a question. Are you streaming this game?
Oh,
No, I should be probably.
So
But...
Dolly has an excuse to have 200 hours.
Oh, he hasn't been streaming it.
No, he has, right?
No, he hasn't.
Oh
No,
no.
he hasn't streamed 1 hour of it, and he has over 300 hours of
He
Animal.
knows that it would be unhealthily. It would be very unhealthy if he was showing what he does when he plays that game. Because he's probably Dolly is probably playing that game so much, and then he's new to the Switch too. Didn't he just recently get one, Kyle?
He got one on his birthday back in September.
Okay, so this is the game he was secretly waiting for to put all these hours into.
I mean, a lot of people I know are secretly waiting for this. That's why I tried to tell you this game is a system seller. I've been saying that for weeks.
They actually released the charts on that. They actually released the article. Matter of fact, let me see if I still have it. They have an article that said that most of the people that got Animal Crossing were new to the Switch.
Yeah.
Like new users, which I was surprised with because I'm like, I know every on my friend list, but you always got to remember your friend list isn't the world. But on my friend list,
Right.
everyone has it. And I'm like, they had this Switch since day one.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying that most of the people that play Animal Crossing, they got it with like a new Switch bundle. Like they got that and Animal Crossing with it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
it's a system seller.
Oh man, this Baruto video game trailer is ruining fucking Naruto for me right now.
Don't do it, man.
Like it's showing characters I've never. Oh my god. Sorry, I gotta close that.
Trust me, you're not missing much with Boruto right now. The anime is terrible.
I heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah. And that hurts me because Naruto's the best anime ever made to me. So.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. It's very close. It's very close.
What was I gonna say? All right, just last couple things with Animal Crossing. So there will be a Nature Day event that starts on May 1st. If you do some eco-friendly things in the game, you'll get more Nook miles. They talked about wedding season in June, and then a couple other events going on throughout the month of May. So a huge update already for Animal Crossing.
You know how many hours of Animal Crossing I put in?
50.
30.
I was about to, dang, man. You can't ask a question, man, then give an answer that damn quick.
Oh,
I was
I'm
trying to give
sorry.
an answer, man. I'm about to say 28, 29. I was
So
going
you,
somewhere around there because I'm like, he's playing Final Fantasy 2. So I know that has like 48 hours.
yeah, my Final
Oh,
Fantasy
see,
hours
now
are
wait
probably
a
worse.
minute. See, like you've put a lot of hours into just multiple games. I just put a lot of hours into one game. See,
Okay.
we're like an even playing field.
Okay, you ready for this, right? So the difference is it's straight hours for Final Fantasy. Those hours are already calculated to be put into that game because that's what the hours of that game is. So a game like Animal Crossing is an unlimited amount of hours. So you put in as much as you possibly can, whatever
Right.
you want to do. So
Right, but if you
therefore, if you put in that hours, it looks a lot worse.
unfortunately, though, with that game, if you don't, then like you'll fall behind, which is insane.
Right.
Which is what happened to me.
Exactly.
But it could be like Persona, where you have to put in 100 hours just to beat the game.
That game is phenomenal, though. I'm only on like 4 hours in, but it's really good.
Persona's good. Persona's a good game.
Well, at least that wasn't the only game from Nintendo that got an update because Mario Maker 2 got its final update, big update.
Can I say something about this?
Go ahead.
Because of since I'm the one that is hated on it the most.
Correct.
So
that is correct.
I have hated Mario Maker since Mario Maker 1. So when Mario Maker 1 first came out, before it came out, I was like, oh, that sounds like a cool idea. Kinda. I've been around for gaming deep for years, since I can remember. My parents said 2. So I'm going to go, I always say 2. People say, how long you been playing video games? I always say, since I was 2. They're like, how do you know? Well, my parents told me. So, but I've been playing video games as long as I remember. So I haven't just been playing video games. I've also been in the technology side. So I got to see a lot of the hacked stuff that not most common gamers will actually see. So
Yeah.
the idea of creating stages and stuff wasn't new to me for Mario, but in the sense of a commercial size like this, it is definitely new. So playing a lot of those like created Mario stages back in the day, I used to hate because it wasn't the original game. My OCD doesn't allow me to accept if it wasn't created by the game creators, I can't accept that stage as a real stage. And most of the stages you see are dumb, like are really impossibly hard. And that game pisses me off as enough as it is, let alone a stage that's almost damn near impossible. Um, but I was willing to give it a shot. So then I tried it and I was just like, I'm not a fan of this. Um, because of the fact of my OCD with making a stage, everything has to be perfect and it takes forever for me to make anything custom. Like I make my wrestling guys. Making a wrestling guy could take me a week. Like I have to pick out everything. So the more you give me, the more I'm going to want to. If you allow me to structure the cheekbone, I'm going to do that, and I can't just ignore it. Like I have to do it. So Mario, I wasn't a big fan of it. Mario Maker 2 came out. Everyone remembers on the show how I expressed how I felt about that. I thought it was the dumbest idea in the world and that they shouldn't have done it.
Mhm.
But it was starting to get me a little bit more. What is it?
No, nothing. Never
Oh,
mind.
oh, oh,
I was waiting for you because I have something for you. As soon as you were saying with all the detail about wrestling, did you get Fire Pro Wrestling for the PS4?
oh. No, but I heard a lot about it.
That game is fire.
Yeah, I
That
heard a
game
lot
is
about it.
fire.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that a lot of good things about that game. So, like WWF Attitude, dude. You know how long I was making? I probably spent more time making characters than I actually did playing the game. Like, and I wish I was
Damn.
kidding. Like, I wish I was kidding. Like, that's real. You guys remember uh, WWF? I think it might have been WrestleMania, which was owned by THQ. It was the first game that they
Yeah.
made. The NWO games, they made that. It was their first one.
Yeah.
You can make clicks. You can make like and they could come out together and stuff. You can make your intro. Yeah, I did all that. I did all that. So oh, I can hear myself to somebody.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, it's cool.
We're good.
So with this, they showed this the other day. Um, I was extremely happy with what they showed. So for anyone that knows, one of my favorite Mario games of all times is Super Mario World. Um, and it was such a fun game all around. I just greatly enjoyed it. I thought it was the apex of Mario games at that time, which it was. Um, so with Mario Maker, they allowed you to be able to make your own like Super Mario World on the outside. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, they did the bullet thing where you can jump on the bullet and it rides it along. There's just so many cool different upgrades that you can do on this that I seen that I just immediately fell in love with. What got me with the last, like the last update was Zelda. Them adding
Yeah.
Link and a lot of the Zelda features to it. I thought that was cool. And I think it was Andre that hinted, you know what that opens the door to is a custom Zelda Maker game. Um,
Which you
so
could kind of do in Link's Awakening.
can you?
Yeah. There's it's like a mini dungeon maker type thing in Link's Awakening. You can unlock different types of rooms and then you go into a different setting and like build your own dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mini version of it. It's not like extensive,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of laying the groundwork for possibly that to happen.
And
We'll,
you're
we'll
gonna laugh at this. My favorite part of the update has to be the Koopalings.
really.
I love the Koopalings. I love them.
I,
I think the Koopalings are the best thing that ever happened to Mario, and I think they need to bring them back into the game.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because
Joe Burrow.
um, it's crazy because like all of them do different things that you can utilize
Mm-hmm.
with it, which is pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the addition of the Koopalings.
Wait, is that for the I'm sorry to interrupt. That was for the final that's for part of what they added for the final update?
Yep.
Yes, that's the part of the final update for Mario Maker 2.
Yep.
I actually have the Nintendo site up for all the details. So free update came to Mario Maker 2 yesterday, and then adds the new World Maker mode. We just talked about it. Multiple courses, so you can make multiple courses now, which is great.
Love it.
Addition to World Maker, the Koopalings, all 7 of these devious troublemakers, each with his or her own movement pattern, which I love that. I love that each one is different, because now you can start making different stages that involve like all of them in one stage, and it can kind of be like a ladder thing. So it's like you fight all them, and then you get to like Bowser or something like that. So I could see definitely see stages like that and being creative with it. This is what really got me though, the additional power-ups and course parts. So they added the Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom, which when they showed what you can do with it is nuts. You literally can hop on anything, ride it, grab it, throw it, and start riding it again. Like you can take a bullet, like I think you said it before, man. Take a bullet bill, throw the bullet bill, it starts going again. It's nuts the things you can do with the Mario 2 mushroom. So it's like they actually made Mario 2 like look good finally.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, there's this one I went, what the frig? But I actually was playing a level earlier. It's a really tough level, but it was utilizing this suit extremely well. And I was like, oh, this could get really creative. And that is the frog suits.
I love the frog suits.
See, I wasn't.
I love the frog suits.
The problem with the frog suit I had in Mario 3
You
was
swam too fast.
No, that was never the problem. I was like, thank God when I was in the water. But there to me there weren't enough water stages for it to be utilized the way it could have been. That was my only problem with the frog suit. With Mario Maker 2, people are going to utilize the frog suit in ridiculous ways, and I've already watched it. I've already played a level. Didn't get to beat it because it's hard, but people are going to utilize this extremely well, and people are going to actually start enjoying water levels in Mario.
I can actually connect the game again.
Yes, you can finally. So, but I love that. There is also the power balloon, which I did actually play a level with the power balloon earlier, and it is not like the power balloon that you've been used to in regular Mario World. This is like a much upgraded version of it, and it's pretty nuts. You have to it doesn't have janky controls. It's got weird funky controls that you just have to get used to. But I play like an auto scroller level on a vertical type level, and like it's nuts. Like it was like kind of I don't want to say anxiety written, but like it gets you like on your toes and like, oh shit, and you got to look out for little things that you didn't expect while using it. So that's awesome. The ones I haven't used yet are the Super Acorn that will be utilized in New Super Mario Bros. Then the boomerang flower, which will be utilized in Super Mario 3D World.
Okay.
Also in Super Mario 3D World, you get a cannon box and a propeller box, which is just literally a box that goes on your head, and you can shoot cannons. You can use a propeller to propel yourself 3 times in the air. One thing they actually didn't show is a bullet bill box. So you put a bullet bill on your head, and then you just fly as Bullet Bill. So those are pretty sweet updates. Also, there's also a Goomba mask. So now you can mask yourself going through enemies and they don't realize that you're not an enemy.
And the POW box.
And the POW box, which the POW box
That's
I mean,
old school. That's
there's a.
original Mario, like
Oh no,
before Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, I get that, but like, there's so many PAL box now that have just been utilized. It's like, oh okay,
Yeah.
so it's like they just threw it in there. But the other four I really like. So, a massive update. This is the final one for Mario Maker 2, and it's insane. Now
No, that's a lot of stuff.
I think the game has fully come together finally.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's really good. It looks really good. So I'm excited for it, and it's making me want to get it. So
When did the game first come out? Was it 2018?
Mario Maker 2 was 2018, I believe.
okay.
June of 2018. So it's
That-
finally come full circle, and I love it.
No, that's good. It's for. I mean, if it's like a reasonable time frame to get that amount, because all that stuff that you said, that is a lot of content. Like even I'm gonna go check it out tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot. So speaking of
Oh,
Mario Brothers,
it was June of 2019. Oh, I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, June 28th, 2019.
I was gonna say I know it
Is that a
wasn't.
scooter?
I know it's a Segway.
That's a segue.
Do you know what a Segway is?
Yes.
He knows what a segue.
No, I don't mean like the car, the not the buggy Segway, but like our segue into the next topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime we have our segue,
Well, that's how. Let's go.
we call it a Segway.
Can I be honest about something, man?
What?
No. That was a purposely set up segue.
Oh, of course it was. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, he set this up. He wanted nothing but segues today.
That's the best part of our show is segues.
Exactly. Yeah, so that leads us into our major topic. So what we said is we will put together a Mario Mount Rushmore, which means what we're going to do. How many people are in Mount Rushmore? 5?
4.
Four.
Four. We have 4 people on our Mount Rushmore, so we're going to pick 4 of our top favorite video games from the Mario universe.
Yeah.
So we'll save Kyle for last since he's like the big Nintendo guy.
Of course.
So and since Albert's our guest, we can start with Albert. So what would you say? And since this was your idea, what would you say your 4 Mario games are?
Let's see. So, in my opinion, if I had to put together a Mount Rushmore of Mario games, um, my first 2 games that are pretty much automatic is the original Super Mario Brothers
Okay.
and Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay.
Those 2 both go on there just because one, Mario Brothers is the original. It's iconic. Super Mario Brothers 3, out of any Mario game that has come out, from Mario Brothers to anything that's a RPG, to Super Mario RPG 2, and I'm talking about the older generation. You just say let's do a giant party of Super Mario Brothers 3. You'll get 100% of the people that you invite, because people just understand the game. They don't have to worry about it being complicated. It was just such a well put game. The other game that I put as my third choice, which for me was a no brainer, was Super Mario World. I tend to go. I went a little bit old school on those, and I was thinking about all the other games that have come out, and I really looked at impact and what I felt like they contributed to the games that I've played. And this was a very tough list. I tried to put it together in like a general, and a just like a general. All right, what do you think people might like? For me, I mean, my fourth, I guess I can say Super Mario 64 is an honorable mention. Um, for me, I would have to say my fourth in my personal Mount Rushmore would be Mario Kart 64. So I'm literally going all old school.
Okay.
No sense.
All right. Cool. Good
Interesting.
picks. Good picks. So for me, how I see this Mario Mount Rushmore is a Mount Rushmore is something that is more than just something that was popular. Mount Rushmore is figures that stood out and stand for something that represents something. So that's how I'm kind of taking this. So it's not just so much my favorite, but pretty much something that to me signified something extremely important in the Mario franchise. So the very first game I'm going to say immediately, just because it is one of my favorite Mario's of all times, is going to be Super Mario World. It broke the mold on Mario games, and it took it to that next level. Visually, it was the most beautiful game when it first came out for Super Nintendo. It made people go out and buy Super Nintendo. I remember the first time you hit the wall, it brought that concept of spinning around behind the net, and when you seen that, it was like, yeah, mine just blew. Like, whoa, wait a minute, did he just go behind the cage? Like he just
Mhm.
went behind the cage. Like that
Mhm.
concept was such a big step. That Mario just brought everything to it. Then you brought me into where I'm moving around the world. Like I can, it's this Mario world, and I can. It's like Mario 3, but just way more in depth. Like this is crazy. And so it was such a big leap for Mario games visually because it broke from that plain graphic kind of like thing and brought Mario to what he would look like as a real person, even though it was still cartoonish. And it kind of gave us the Mario that we know today. Ever since that Mario was created, that's kind of really what they base a lot of that off. So Super Mario World is definitely up there. Uh, Super Mario 3 revolutionized the just all the different the idea of having the assistants. Like before, when we had it was only fire. That's all you had. Fire and big, fire and big, fire and big.
Yep.
Now you add it. You add it. You know, raccoon and raccoon Mario,
Yeah, that's a
Tanuki Mario. You add it. The other Mario was a squirrel. Is it a squirrel? Like what was that other Mario considered?
So all right, yeah. So the brown suit was the Tanuki suit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the leaf was kind of like Raccoon Mario.
Raccoon Mario. Yeah. So then you have like Raccoon Mario. So it's like they expanded it a lot more, and that's when they introduced the Frog Mario, right? Was Mario
Yep.
3.
Frog Mario was three.
So
Yep.
it's just like wow, now we have all these different uniform Mario. So Mario 3 was definitely got to be up there. Um, Mario 64 definitely has to be on there for me.
Yep.
I was fighting with this for a while, but there's no doubt I cannot not put Mario 64 up there. It when we talk about break the mold, it changed Mario games forever, forever.
It
No
shattered it.
more. It just like Super Mario World was just like wow, this is new and cool. Mario 64 was just like this is it. This is the formula we have to go for now on. And if
Yeah.
you think about it, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, I mean even Mario now, the newest Mario, like
Yeah.
Odyssey, like all these Mario's are still based off of what? Mario 64. Um, there's no there's no outside map that you're going through to move around anymore. That traditional from Mario 3 to Super Mario World got rid of it completely. You are now in that world, and if you want to go to that part of the world, you have to walk there. You have to literally walk there. They added running into the game where you run up and down the mountains and it blew. I don't even think I have to really go through and describe everything that Mario did because I think everybody automatically already knows. Um, so that Mario has to be on there. The last Mario was really tough for me. One of my favorite Mario games um, of all times. I said that it topped it. Is Mario Odyssey. I want to put that up there so bad, um, but I can't because I felt like it may have felt like it brought something new to the table, but it didn't bring anything new. It just added more depth into it. It's a lot of what Mario Sunshine was, a lot of Mario Galaxy. Cappy was a new mechanic. I get
Yeah.
that. But at the end of the day, it was all little details that they added to it. But it was the same game. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Still, favorite Mario all times. I said it when I play Mario Odyssey. I was like, this beats Mario World for me. I had so much fun with that Mario. It was amazing.
Mhm.
But it didn't bring anything brand new to the table. So something I'm gonna put up there. It was tough. it had to be between Mario Kart, which Mario Kart isn't on it, isn't the one that I picked, because Mario Kart for me should be up there, because of the fact that look what it did for racing games. Everyone looks for a Mario Kart game. Mario Kart comes out, everyone knows it. It took what everyone loved to do in racing games and made it fun. And no matter what age you are, everyone wants to play it.
So you got me thinking about my choices now.
But the game, you guys are gonna laugh. The game that I went with is a game that should have never even happened if you think about it. And the only reason why it happened was because Mario is a Japanese game. So what are Japanese games really known for?
I knew you were gonna pick this one.
Mario RPG,
I knew
right?
you. I knew it.
That game is so different that there's no other Mario game like it. No other Mario game that's even remotely close to it. It is so different. It is the one and only Mario. So you have all these other Marios that duplicate themselves. You have Super Mario World. We have that. We still have that now with the Super Mario World U, Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and stuff like that. That's Super Mario World. You know,
Yeah.
Galaxy, Sunshine, Mario 64, all the same. Um, so you got all those games are the same. Mario RPG is literally the only Mario game of its kind. And to me, like that just stood out. And it was low key super popular. Like anyone that played video games at that era played Mario RPG. You just don't hear a lot of people talk about it. It doesn't get a whole lot of shine because
Yeah.
it was lost in that transition of Mario games. No one really talks about it. But you bring up Mario RPG to someone that's our age, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, I love the hell out of that game." You forget that's one of those lost treasures that
Right.
nobody remembers. You know, so to me, I think that deserves to be up there because it did something for Mario that they never end up repeating. Which people will be like, "Well, doesn't that mean it's not successful?" Well, I mean, Demolition Man is probably one of the best movies that I've ever seen, and they never made another one of those. You know what I mean, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Like it's just not everything great is going to be duplicated or
Yep.
continue the sequel. Sometimes it's so great they just want to leave it alone for a while. Like they're just like, I'm gonna leave this. So with saying that, I really feel that Mario RPG is the one that deserves to be up there. So
No, it's a good one. It's a good one. It was a fun game.
yeah.
It is a good one. Also on Twitch, Xbox Gamer, what is going on? Long time no see. He's a follower on mine on Mixer, which I gotta get back to myself. So, welcome, welcome. But I was gonna rally off of that, Van, when you said Mario RPG, because arguably you could say that it set the tone for games like Paper Mario
Yep.
and Mario plus Rabbids to come out later on.
Yep. Yep. Mario's Just Rabbits is another really good game too. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
that's
I love it.
that's fantastic type of game because again they broke away from their Mario.
Oh, it's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a
It's an
phenomenal
amazing
game.
game. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but then after I played it, I was thrilled. I am not a turn-based strategy person at all, but I fully enjoyed. But
Mario
it was
is
good.
able to turn any game into a fun playable game that anyone can play. And
Yeah.
doing a game like Mario RPG and Mario plus Rabbids and Mario Tennis and Mario Racing and Mario Olympics, like hasn't anyone caught on yet that Mario is the most universal character and you can put him anywhere. Like I said, anytime you talk about video games, the one character that you can guarantee whether they play video games or not, you can say and everybody will know is Mario. And if you ask me, Mario is probably one of the most influential characters in the world out of anything. Anything.
Oh yeah,
Mickey Mouse,
absolutely.
anything. Mario is probably one of the most influential characters of all times.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
The dude is
absolutely.
going to
Absolutely.
be an icon for the Olympics.
I mean, he participates in the Olympics all the time with Sonic. So
Yeah, I'm just saying. And wins the gold medal all the time.
true.
Someone needs to test that boy. He's winning way too much. And how old is he now?
Question marks every time.
Yep,
Right.
yep, yep, yep.
Um. By the way, Xbox Gamer, I don't know why it's not on Mixer this week. I'd have to talk to my technical expert.
Uh-oh, let me check.
Oh,
We might have to confirm ourselves again because Mixer is weird like that. Mixer's a pain in the ass.
True. Sorry, Mixer. It is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. I don't know why they've been a pain in the ass lately. With
Like
a lot of
they make you like recertify yourself.
I don't know. Mixer, yeah, Mixer's been a pain in the ass lately. So fix your shit, Mixer.
Let's not get
Um,
started on Twitch.
It says that we're online on Mixer.
does it?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm going to the channel right now to see.
How come I didn't see it before? Oh.
Oh, you know what? It stopped streaming. It was streaming and it just stopped.
And it just stopped. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Mixer.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened there.
It's hard to stream on a platform when they don't, fix it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Kyle, you need to fix your mixer so you can stream the Goose Game.
I should have streamed it when it came out. All right. Anyway, so
All right, give us your Mount Rushmore, my friend.
this was like somewhat deep thought for like most of the week when it comes
Just
to
the
this.
notes.
I had the same approach, Van. I didn't approach this as my 4 favorite Mario games. I approached this as what Mario games really stood out to me and like made an impact or like did something where it was like, brought it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, first I'll say this too in general. All these Mario games could be on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For real,
Absolutely.
they could.
Yep.
But to pick them, I'll say this. First one has to be on there. It was the first of its kind. First time you had a side-scrolling type video game that it did what you could do with it, with the power-ups, using the mushroom, using the flower, using the star. It was very simple, difficult as well, but it set the tone for what side-scrollers became afterwards from till now.
Mm-hmm.
So Mario 1 has to be on that list for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Mario 3 has to be on that list for me because now it looked like a totally updated type of Mario. Now it looks a lot cleaner. And now we're utilizing a lot more power-ups in the game and utilizing various power-ups that are being utilized today and that have stood the test of time, like the Tanuki suit, like the raccoon suit, like the Hammer Bro suit. We've seen the Hammer Bro suit before in recent Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
Like it introduced a lot of creativity that now games like Super Mario 3D World were ended up using. Like they utilized like like even the Hammer Bros that you fought in the game, like the Hammer Bros had boomerangs.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you seen in future games? You've seen a boomerang suit
We
in
can
Mario games.
we can see your message, Xbox Gamer 2020. I just want to let him know we can see his message.
Oh, okay, good.
He's on Mixer, which is weird. Like
Oh,
we can
now he's
see-
on Mixer?
Yeah, he's on Mixer, but like we're still not streaming. I think on Mixer. So.
Oh. Mixer, fix your shit. But anyway, so Mario 3 has to be on there, like with all the power, and then like the various worlds that you can go through. It's not as immersive as Super Mario World was because it felt like a world, but like you still were going through different worlds and different environments throughout the game. Like you had your desert world and you had your water world, your ice world. You had Bowser's Kingdom, which was full of fire and lava and stuff. And that's been utilized in future games as well. Like Super Mario 3D World. It's just been Mario 3 had a huge impact in Mario games in general as the years have progressed. So Mario 3 has to be on there.
Mm-hmm.
Mario 64, no question, has to be on there. It literally started the whole 3D world environment. That was the first that started what we now know as a 3D world environment. Games now have have taken it from the Mario 64 engine and utilized it into today and how we see things now. Like I can't even say like Ocarina of Time made the 3D world environment better from Mario 64. Like it just utilized it better and now Like games play off of that, have been playing off of that. So it's like, but I can't say it was the originator. It's clearly not the originator. Mario 64 was the originator. Was it the best Mario? Obviously not, because I would still put Odyssey over it, Galaxy over it. Some people put Sunshine over it and stuff. And Sunshine is I would say Sunshine is probably the most underrated Mario game. I don't know if that's fair to say. In your opinions? No answer at all.
Which one was the most underrated?
He's distracted. Mario Sunshine.
Sunshine, I don't know.
Out of
Yes,
all Marios.
yes, I would say that because Mario Sunshine was the first next gen, like that made it to like what Mario got. Mario Galaxy couldn't have happened without Mario Sunshine. The way Mario Galaxy looked, Mario Sunshine is what brought that. And Mario Sunshine was a fantastic game. Just for some reason, like I feel like the popularity of the GameCube isn't as big as it should be. I think GameCube was the Sega Dreamcast for Nintendo.
He was the black sheep of
Yeah.
that generation.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Not saying that GameCube was bad, 'cause I don't think it was bad. I just
No,
think
I know it wasn't.
I just think it was the most like forgot about system. Not in the melee, because like in the tournament where I forget because melee is one of the biggest, most popular Smash games. Not the most popular, but a very popular Smash game. So GameCube is
Right.
what it played on. So with saying that, like you think back to it, it's just like, oh wow, how many people really talk about GameCube? Not really many, and you always see people getting rid of their GameCubes. So
Yep. Oh, absolutely. And let's put it this way: I was the guy where everybody had a PlayStation 2 and Xbox. I was the one that owned the GameCube. I brought
That's
my
right, you were.
I was. I brought my GameCube over like to my high school friends to play it because they had a PlayStation or an Xbox, and literally convinced them to go buy a GameCube like the week after I brought it. But like, it's a phenomenal system. It had great games on it, and it really utilized third party extremely well. That was the first system that had Resident Evil 4 for the people that don't know that. Like Resident Evil 4 originally was only for GameCube, and then afterwards it came out for PlayStation 2. So it's like GameCube is a criminally underrated system. However, getting back on subject, so those three games had to be on there. The last one,
Kyle, wait a minute. Just on this quick side note with the GameCube, my boy Hater Mike, he said that
Oh.
the GameCube had the portable TV.
Yep,
it did have the portable TV.
yep.
It did have the portable TV. I wish I had that actually. That
With
would-
the car charger.
with the car charger. That's true. I wish I had that. That would have been amazing. It was the original Switch.
He said the original Switch.
It was the original Switch. Final game. All right, before I say my final game, Xbox Gamer asks PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X.
Do I really have to answer that?
I mean,
PlayStation 5.
I mean, you two don't have to answer. I'm pretty much the only one's going to answer it. Right now, I would say PS5.
Yeah. I'm gonna say PS5 because I know PS5 will have better titles, and anything that's on the PSX I can get on a PS5.
And it'll actually have exclusives on a PS5 rather than the Xbox Series X.
But guess what, gamer? I'm getting both, so it don't really make much of a difference to me. So
Um,
I'm that guy.
the the last game might be one that you expect me to put on here. But I really had to think about this. And I was like, so this game is actually a Switch generation title. And I think it brought everything together finally for this franchise that made it finally like a perfect game. Whereas like the previous titles, it brought it together, but it just wasn't there yet. Like there was something wrong about each one up until this final one that has come out. And to me, it finally brought everything together. And it's a reason why it's been played for the last 6 years since the Wii U. Which of course I'm talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay.
I have to put it on the list. Like, I know people are going to say, "Well, you like it because you know you're really good at it," or something like that shit.
Nope.
But like,
No.
I feel like Super Mario Kart, you know, it started it. I get it. It started it, but it was a really clunky Mario Kart game. Let's be honest. It was extremely clunky and like the controls were they were okay. They weren't the best. Mario Kart 64 brought it into 3D world, which it was good. It was a very good Mario Kart game, but still some of the turning in it was a little meh. Yes, there were cool shortcuts in it, and it was cool like that. Um, but to me, it was like it was too a lot of glitchiness, a lot of like turns that weren't didn't feel smooth when you played it. So I was like, okay. Double Dash brought something different with having two characters on your cart. Um, Turning was a little better, but just it wasn't there yet. It was getting there, but it didn't feel like smooth still. It wasn't as clunky as the other two, but like just it didn't get there yet with the game. I like the fact that they use like exclusive items for different characters, which I'm hoping they do that in in coming ones. But like something about it, like mechanically just wasn't there perfected yet. The Wii version was good, but honestly, if you wanted to be really good at the game, you had to use a bike. Otherwise, you were going to get absolutely smashed. So it's like, yeah, but then now, there wasn't any even distribution between carts and bikes. Even Mario Kart 8 original didn't really get it down because there were little mechanics that you could use to make yourself go faster, like jumping back and forth and all this other stuff. When Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out and they finally fine-tuned everything and they added battle mode the way it should be, to me, I went, they got it. Finally. They finally got it after so many years. So I felt like, you know,
I have additional.
mechanically, it worked phenomenal. The battle mode was cool. It was just overall, the tracks were amazing. The new tracks were amazing. Utilizing the old tracks the way they did, the way they designed them was awesome. That game all around is a phenomenal game.
No, I can agree with you. I totally agree with you. So I mean, there's no question, no rebuttal on why you would put that one as the fourth one there. It really does make sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys know how long I've been playing Mario Kart 8. Like, I play it religiously pretty much. So it's like, just being able to get in depth with it and just see the different things you can do. And even like with the blue shell, like, yeah, like they added the super horn so you can nullify the blue shell. But then there's the little things that you don't know, like you can nullify it with a mushroom. So if you have a mushroom, now you have multiple ways to avoid the blue shell. And if you get that down, now it becomes a lot more fun. And now it's a little more fair. So that's why I think like it's finally come together. And I think they finally got it down with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is why I think we haven't seen a Mario Kart 8 9 because it's been that good. And it's still one of the highest selling Switch titles right now. So to me, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has to be on my personal Mount Rushmore.
I like it.
Van, you're muted. I can't hear you.
I didn't even realize I pushed that button.
I was about to say, I was like, I know he's trying to talk and I can't hear him, but I'm not saying anything because I'm, you know,
I must have pushed it when I pulled the cable out. Yeah, no, I think Mario Kart definitely deserves to be up there. I don't even think it's a question. That's why I was like, I want to put it up there so bad, and it's hard not to. Like they have like they have like a sticker on the mountain, like because I want to put it on there. Like it's got to be up there for something. Like it may not be engraved, but it's sketched somewhere, drawn or spray painted on there because it has to be up there.
right.
Another game that I want to put up there so bad, but it started to be good, and then after a certain number, it started to go down. So it had a mountain, and that's Mario Party. Mario Party is so legendary that people always remember and have a good time, but the
Yeah.
game quickly started to go back down. I do like the Mario Party for the Switch, but I feel like they got to a point where it will never get to the Mario Party it was with Mario Party 7,
Listen, don't get me started on that
or even
Mario
6.
Party for the Switch because it was an unfortunate start to the Mario Party series on the Switch. I'll put it that way to be nicely.
See, I think Mario Party for Wii U was way worse.
I would probably
Oh
take
yeah.
that over the one for the Switch.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh my goodness.
It's just that it lacks it like they had a whole bunch of creative mini games and everything.
The
I just
stages were
feel like
real small.
it lacked that's the part where
Yeah.
that's the part that grinds my gears when I think about it.
I can
Because
completely understand that.
it kills me so bad. The lack of stages and the lack of thought that pissed me off. It got me aggravated thinking about it.
See, but here's the problem. The problem is, by the way, Xbox Gamer, will there be a Mario Kart 9? We don't know yet.
I think
Uh,
so. Yeah, I don't even think there's a question on that.
do you think we'll ever see Metroid Prime 4? Well, yes, we'll
Yep.
definitely see it. I don't know soon, but we'll see it for
And
sure.
and I'm going to answer your question about PlayStation 5. I could give you several other reasons. God of War. What else? Crash Bandicoot. Because they're talking about that license supposedly got leaked where it got repicked up, and that's why we start seeing all these old Crash Bandicoot games coming back. So we'll see. Last of Us. I mean, PlayStation just has exclusives on top of exclusives. To solely buy it for just Final Fantasy VII, I'm gonna say Final Fantasy VII, as you guys know, is my favorite game of all time. And me already saying, the remake is even better. That's not enough for me just to buy a system. I'll never buy a system just for one game. I buy the systems because I love video games. That's what I do. But even if I didn't have that love for video games, I would never buy a video game console just for one video game. But um, the Xbox Series X, I'm going to get it. They're going to have things for it that I want to play. So I think Xbox's Game Pass is a really good idea. And the games that I'm not willing to spend money on but still want to play, that's my chance. So
Right, right. Well, but that's the thing. Like, just the last thing I want to say for Xbox Gamer, as far as that goes, like Series X, like that's a system like 2 years from now, maybe I get because like the first 2 years they said there's not going to be anything exclusive, so it's like okay, well I have a PC, so like why? So like for me personally, like am I going to rush out and buy it? No, so I'll save myself some money. Like a PS5, I would because
there's going to be games for that you're not going to get. And Last of Us.
right there will be exclusivity.
Well, not Last of Us, because
There will
Last of Us
be no exclusivity on Xbox at the current moment. So
And they're probably gonna release some sort of like upgraded version in the future, so it would
probably
make
yeah.
sense. Yeah, it always happens.
So I mean, am I going to rush out and buy both systems right away? Probably not, because if I've known the pattern for those two companies, it's like give it a little time to get the bugs out. But that's just me personally.
Well, you're future proofed with your PC.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep. Yep.
I am.
Literally. The
Yeah.
consoles, the specs on the consoles don't even measure up to the current PCs.
Oh God, no.
No, no, no. Like PCs are going to be stronger, but a lot of people got to understand is like a lot of the games are broken on PC. So like what you get on the console is sometimes a better product. The only games that really come out on PC that's not really broken are really the huge AAA ones. Call of Duty, like ones that almost rely on PCs. Even if I have to admit the original Final Fantasy VII was not. It's a classic. It didn't age very well though. It's classic. Just didn't age very well. But yeah, the PCs are great for gaming, but I feel like PCs are great for gaming in the sense of you have a lot of options and you can get a lot of these other games that you might not be able to get on console. But I think consoles have a better game selection of like RPGs, stuff like that, and then if you can wait for it, you'll get it later on PC. But that's cool. The graphics are better, but to me, man, I'm really not a graphic guy. Like, I like good graphics, I love them, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to get something because it has better graphics. That's not I can't play that way. Like right now, I don't even do my PlayStation at 4K. Like I don't care. Like I haven't played Final Fantasy 7 on 4K yet. I'm more want to be with the experience of what that game's going to provide me. The graphics are definitely an addition.
Yeah, I understand what you're
That's
saying.
fair.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. And economically, it's good for console players too, because some people can't afford a massive PC like I have.
Mhm.
Because I just went bananas on mine. So
But now
You're
you
in
can
debt up to
do
your eyeballs.
now you can do Game
Just kidding.
Pass. You can do Game Pass on your PC. You can do what is it? Xbox Gold. You can do remote play. You can do PlayStation Now on your PC. You can do PlayStation Remote Play. So the PC is great in that sense because now it doesn't have that real exclusivity. You can play those games on your PC like I do it on my laptop. I played Final Fantasy VII Remake Remote Play through my laptop. Still need a console for the remote play, but PC is still good for something. It's just that whole PC, that whole console war thing is such a fake thing, and the PC gamers that fight that PC games are better. They're washed up into the conversation. Like I can debate either side at any time. It's not worth it.
yeah, you don't want to go down there. If you want true exclusivity, you got to go to Nintendo. Which back to Nintendo.
Right, yeah.
Um, the only thing I want to say about Mario Party, right? Super Mario Party in general,
Mhm.
is literally the reason why it didn't do as well as it should have been, is because for some strange, weird, freaking reason, Nintendo decided to not put any support into it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what killed me. And you
I
know
don't
that I defended it for the longest time. I said, Kyle, let's be patient. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We'll give it a chance. These mini games are cool. And nothing. Nothing. Not even a sneeze.
Like I'll say it's a good game. It's a good game, but it could be so much better if they had just put support in it. Like there are things in the game, and I'll say this too, my family's hooked on it now.
Mhm.
Like I brought it up, my brother played it, now they're hooked on Mario Party, which is I was like, wow, of all things, like they're hooked on Super Mario Party. But
Mhm.
like if they literally there are things they could patch up right now in that game. Like every time I play a map, like it feels like it goes to the same game like 5-6 times a game, and it drives me nuts. And I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Mhm.
And like they literally could put patches in there and do that. They could literally update the game to where you could do an online board map with friends. Like everybody's been saying that. Why
Yeah.
don't you have online board maps, but stick it strictly with friends? So
Mhm.
that way, you're going to be in a party where you're not going to get disconnected because somebody like rage quit. Well, hopefully not, because and if it did get disconnected because online issues or something, so be it. It happens. That's what happens. But like, if you had it strictly with friends, it would work perfectly. You don't have to do randos because then you're gonna get DC'd all the time, and it would be stupid.
I agree.
But
Yeah,
like,
and you're right. It's just you're right because it really is just the small tweaks that would have made a difference. And and I found out it was coming out on the Switch. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be crazy. We're gonna get together, like old times, have get-togethers, do things like that. And I'm just like, you can have fun for 10 turns, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, man, give me that extra something, even if it's just another roadblock, or give me like an expansion. But it's literally like if I had to draw it with my finger, it's literally two circles and then another small giant part on the map, and that's
Yep.
it.
Yep.
yep.
Yep. I give you
And
that.
I'm still waiting for content that's
I,
never gonna come.
a lot of people and like, why can't you like bring back old maps like from the original
Yeah,
Mario parties on N64? You could do something like that.
I'm
Like,
I'm
let's start a petition.
I'm gonna say though, I think Nintendo's done a good job. We've been so surrounded by so many other good content games that they've been filling us in that we haven't even had time to be upset about anything. So it's just like that's something that you guys bring up. That's a great point because something I was most excited about Mario Party coming to this was all kinds of content that they're doing for all kinds of different games. I'm like, dude, this is the system to do it for right now. This is crazy, and they haven't done it at all. And to be honest, if I'm going to be 100% honest, I forgot about it until today. So that just shows you how good of a job Nintendo's doing as a console, filling us in with a whole bunch of other stuff. So
Absolutely.
I know. I understand like they've had so many other games that have been doing so well and stuff. And they're putting updates into different games, especially now with Animal Crossing, and they just put the final update for Mario Maker 2 on there. But like you can still do some sort of update for Super Mario Party. People are still enjoying it. I still see people on my friends list who are playing, like Andre was playing it the other day with family. And sometimes you'll see me with the family playing it and stuff. I don't understand why they put no support into the game.
I'm gonna start a petition. We're gonna start a petition, a PCG petition for this, and we're gonna find somebody who works in Nintendo and just say add 3 more blocks to each stage to give it some more something. I totally understand that you can play it with family. That's fine. But I think there's just something about the memories that Mario Party created with friends, or like you said, the online features, that
Yeah.
is just something that you always look forward to.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree. I agree. All right, boys. I have to cut it short. If she's sitting here, then that means she won something, and that's why she's visiting me now. So she's my alarm clock to let me know, hey, I'm going over my time. So that's why, if you know, she's being patient. Look
Good.
at her.
My
so,
tree.
so was there anything else that you guys wanted to add before we sign off?
No, honestly, I mean, I'll be ready for next week
Awesome, sweet.
if you'll have me.
Oh, of course. No, definitely, man. This is great, and it's always a pleasure having you on. So it gives us content, and we have some good conversations out of it. So you're always a pleasure to have on the show, my friend.
That we need to start a countdown soon for the Summer of Gaming event. We need some sort of countdown because not many events are going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
I know PAX is trying to be optimistic about PAX West, but
Yeah, that's not. It's not happening.
yeah,
It's
unfortunately, yeah.
yeah, it's not happening. Now my sheet's going crazy. But all right, guys, that's it for us this week. Next week, you guys can catch us live again Thursday, same time, same channel. Next week we'll announce it on our Facebook and Twitter and stuff. What we'll talk about. So we'll talk amongst each other and get something going good. So don't forget support us on GoFundMe, GoFundMe.com/help PCG, and make sure you check out our Fortnite tournament online. At smash.gg/NE FO1. So that is NEFO1. Sign up May 1st. That's it for us this week. Well, guys, catch you on the flip side. Peace.